It's almost curfew at a local shelter. Marina Suhomalinova has been waiting hours for a new wave of terrified people fleeing intensified fighting in southern Ukraine. Thank you that you saved us, she says. Sophia and her family were rescued near the occupied Kherson region as Ukrainian forces try to push south. It took all day to go 70 kilometers, boxed in by shelling. She's nearly toppling over from exhaustion and stress. The shelter's been taking in displaced people since the war began, but recently it's those caught between shifting fronts. 3 times worse than it was before. More than horror, she says. Are there people still living there, still left? No one's left there. We were alone, the last to leave. We were fighting till the end, wondering how to survive. Local governors are urging people to evacuate the so-called gray zones as fighting spikes. Sophia was rescued by Ukrainian soldiers. When we saw the first tank, my eyes bulged out of my head. I can't express the happiness I had when we crossed the line. If not for our soldiers, we'd be dead. Kryvyi Rih has been called the steel heart of Ukraine, a gateway to the east and south.
Kryvyi Rih? This. Yes.
Alexander Vilkul, head of the military administration, says the front line is 50 kilometers away, but a cruise missile landed in the city last week. The Russians strengthened the attacks on the contact line, he says, so shelling becomes harder and continues day and night. We have some successes, he says, but the army's put stiff new restrictions on battlefield reporting. But the telltale signs are everywhere. The Baluta family finally got out of occupied Melitopol. You sleep and you hear bang, 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 and you see it's somewhere not far from the kids, says Valery. Victoria picks up. They were more afraid last week when the anti-missile system started to destroy the missiles, and the light was coming through the curtains. They were heavily shelled on their journey out. Relieved now, she says, even the sky seems bluer here. Susan Ormiston, CBC News, near Zaporizhia, Ukraine.